Hey there, students. This brief video will cover the design process for beginners. Now, what is the design process? That is a four-step process used for solving problems. Design is all about solving problems. So those four steps are as follows. And let's say that you're going to be making a creature design. Step one, define the problem. That would be our restrictions. In this case, our problem that we need to solve is that we're going to make an original creature combining fox and penguin anatomy. Step two, research solutions. We don't know what foxes and penguins look like. Well, we've probably seen them before, but we don't really understand their anatomy in detail. So the first thing we need to do is go get information from outside of ourselves. We go find photos of foxes and penguins. It doesn't end there, though. What we do next is we draw, and drawing is one of the most effective ways of studying. After you've drawn several examples of a fox, we're not exactly copying what we see, though you could do that if you wanted to, but I'm breaking it down into basic shapes. For example, there's no image of a fox from a top-down view. We can extract that information just by looking at the form development in the face. We also do the same for the penguin. There's no example of a penguin looking at us directly, but we can extract that information from looking at just the form development in the images. Advanced students and beginners who really want to understand it more should play with the form development and draw several examples of these animals in different poses, at different angles, and in different rotations. This forces the student to take the information from their research and synthesize it. It commits what you've studied to memory. It's building your long-term visual library. You'll be familiar enough with a penguin's anatomy by doing this that when you need to go make penguin-like forms, it'll be natural. Let's go to step number 3, test solutions. All these drawings that we made before, nobody's going to see them. That's just our exploration and our research. Our objective is to create a penguin and fox creature. Now, one of the restrictions that I was looking at was to make it kind of cute and cuddly, and I'm looking at kind of a cartoony style. So, by playing around with the anatomy that's present with a fox and with a penguin, you can see this progression in different types of styles. The top ones are more fox dominant, while the bottom ones are more penguin and bird-like dominant, using the same forms and anatomy. After you've chosen your strongest solution, then you go to the final stage of design, which is stage 4, execute the solution. For example, using your techniques, we extract the animal in perspective, building a form scaffold, and build an overlay in detail of what the animal could look like. This one, for example, is animal number 5. You want to have a solution in place before you commit all of your time and energy and training into it, because we're working on deadlines and students only have so much time to work with. You also want to choose the most effective solution. Maybe realistic isn't the objective for this assignment. Maybe it's cartoony. Or maybe cartoony is not the objective for the assignment. Maybe it's realistic. You want to have these things narrowed down before you invest all of your time into it. It would be a real shame if the restrictions weren't met and all the time was sunk into something and then it ends up in a negative grade. But with these 4 steps, you can solve problems in any area, not just art, but this could be science, this could be your relationships, lifestyles, finances, everything. Step 1, define the problem. Define restrictions. Step 2, research the problem. Step 3, test solutions to the problem. And then step 4, execute the most effective solution. I hope you guys found this helpful. I look forward to seeing you guys in class. Bye-bye.